Can you tell us about spoofing?
Yeah, so caller ID spoofing is something that has become very easy to do. There's free tools and software and even apps that will allow you to make up a new number and call someone. But now the attackers are using it for financial gain. They're able to pretend to be your bank and call you and do identity theft.
What they're using are the area codes within that region. So Silicon Valley Credit Union, for example, it will say, Silicon Valley Credit Union, your account has been disabled. Or there's been suspicious activity in your account. Please call, and it'll be a 650 number, which is where the credit union happens to be, and they're also targeting people within that 650 area code.
The spoofers will spoof your number, they'll call the bank, they'll pretend to be you. The banks nowadays ask what they call knowledge-based authentication, meaning they call and you ask, what's your mother's maiden name? What street did you grow up on? What's the name of your first pet? The problem is nowadays the attackers are better at answering those questions than real users are.
So it's a whole underground network of these scammers who one group is collecting the information, selling it to another group who may broker that information to a third group who then actually steals your money from your accounts.
What technology answer do you have for that?
So the chairperson of a company called Pindrop Security that was started by a group of professors from Georgia Tech. And one of the gentlemen did a PhD thesis that showed that you can analyze the audio of a phone call to figure out where that phone call is really coming from. So even though an attacker can spoof the caller ID, you can analyze the audio and realize, wait a second, this phone call isn't coming from San Francisco, it's coming from a VoIP line in Nigeria. And so with this audio analysis, now there's a reliable way of verifying caller ID.
The good news is also the operators are getting together in an unprecedented way to protect the subscribers. So all the major U.S. operators have launched this spam reporting service or scam reporting service. So it's called the GSMA spam reporting service, and how they can report in is by forwarding any message to 7726. So each of the operators, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T and Sprint, have information on their websites about how to report in, but it's simply forwarding the message to 7726, or there's also an Android app.